ODM. Lazima sasa tuwe na mpango ya kuendesha chama yetu na kuhudumisha nchi yetu.
Guys, I told you that Raila Odinga anaenda kuexit broad based government. Na ndo mambo imechemuka.
Yo millions idi mwango kucha tasoma kya tiyo yonge gistima tunise boro pesa se holo pesa micha go the project.
Mambo imechemuka sasa. Raila is not a joke. Nilikwambia Raila Odinga anajua chenye anafanya. Na nilikwambia Raila Odinga alikuwa lazima akule kule ndani ya serikali kidogo. Baada ameanza kuonyesha kwamba ana exit. In this video, don't try to swipe up, guys, and show me like video. Yesterday, Anyang' Nyong'o decided to attack William Ruto. And don't forget, kitu na ambacho Anyang' Nyong'o alikuwa anasema kilikuwa pia kimesemwa na Raila Amolo Odinga in Siaya. In Siaya. Kama ulipay attention to Raila Amolo Odinga's speech in Siaya, na mimi niliamua kunukuu hiyo part ni kuchezee, kisha ni fanya combination na ile ya Anyang' Nyong'o yesterday. Sikia, Aaron Cheriot alisema kwamba it is quite hard being William Samoei Ruto. ODM members, just like all their other colleagues in a National Assembly, are insistent on retaining RMF. Senate has stood with the Council of Governors on this matter to the best of its abilities, albeit with minimum success. Then, out of the blues in classic political parties, the deputy party leader of ODM, Governor of Kisumu, Senator Anyang' Nyong'o, emerges blaming the president, a very poor blackmail attempt. Unaona watu wangu? Huyo ni Aaron Cheriot. And guys, wacha nikuambie, William Ruto kama kuna kitu anaogopa kufanya ni devolution. William Ruto anataka control kila kitu. Anataka control mpaka counties. Hiyo ndo kitu William Ruto anaogopa kufanya, devolution. No, watu wangu, I want to read to you kitu ambacho Raila Odinga, kitu ambacho Anyang' Nyong'o aliweza kupost. Na ndo kitu na ambacho inaambatana na kitu ambacho Raila Odinga aliweza kukisema. Hebu sikiza Raila Amolo Odinga kisha nikusomea what Anyang' Nyong'o said. Sikiza.
Lakini ugatuzi ilikuwa muhimu zaidi. But devolution is not working, but devolution is still not working properly. If devolution were allowed to work properly, you will see the fruits of devolution. Go to Germany and see how a devolved system works. Very, very efficient indeed. You know, we did not, for example, devolve education. But in most of devolved systems, education is devolved up to secondary school. The reason why we did not devolve devolution was because of NAT. NAT walipinga wakasema ati NAT itakufa kama devolution education is devolved. Tutamobilize walimu kupinga hii katiba. That's why we did not devolve education. So with the World Bank, we worked together and created these agencies. But that was under a unitary system of government. With a devolved government, there's no need for Kura and Kera. Kura and Kera should be under the counties. It does not make any sense that somebody is sitting in Nairobi and has got roads in Mombasa town. Somebody is sitting in Nairobi and has got roads in Kisumu which cannot be touched by the government. Within Nairobi town itself, city itself, so many roads there are not under Nairobi county government. They're under national government. That's why it's so inefficient. It's so inefficient. Let us devolve funds to the counties. And as I was told the MPs, and I disagree. CDF national government. Give that city of national government, but to the counties, not to the MPs. Fuel levy. Members of Parliament, Your Excellency, have no business constructing roads. The role of a member of Parliament is clearly stated. Representation, legislation, and oversight. How do you oversight when you yourself are actually implementing? Those funds should go to the counties. And if the governors mess up with those things, then we deal with the governors themselves. But they don't tie the hands of governors. And then MPs go and say, mimi ndio nimejenga barabara hii, pindi nimejenga barabara hii, nimejenga shule hii, nimejenga hospitali hii, governor hajafanya chochote. Because the governor has not been given the money. Give the money to the governors.
Even Junet Mohamed aliweza kuzungumza the same thing, kumaanisha walikuwa washazungumza. So kabla tuendelee, usikiza Nyang' Nyong and show my like video. Kama kawaida nilikwambia kwamba hii channel imekuwa ikisupportiwa na wewe na imekuwa ikishikiliwa na wewe, so sina budi ila nikusema thanks guys so extensive kuendelea kusupport hii channel. Na zile moments tena guys mnaenda kuchukua kulike video, acha Mungu aweze kuonekana na akutetee, akupiganie kwa kila jambo. Kwa hivyo guys, without wasting time, County Government of Kisumu, Office of the Governor, allow governors to manage devolution. Na ikaanza hivi. This is a reference to the ongoing spat between the county government and the national government over the management of roads funds. Naona watu wangu, William Ruto wants to manage kila kitu. Na usahau ya kwamba saizi kwa mfano uko Busia County ama uko Kakamega, then mambo ya mabarabara William Ruto hawezi kuwa anajua ati barabara iko na problem gani. Kama yesterday tuliona protesters wakiprotest pale Kisumu, residents wakiprotest pale Kisumu kwamba barabara ni mbaya. So William Ruto ajua barabara, but William Ruto wants to manage it. Anataka kumanage funds ambazo zinakuja kwa hiyo county. Unaona watu wangu, ya ku make sure mabarabara zimekuwa sawa. Unaona watu wangu, the Kenya Urban Roads Authority KURA and the Kenya Rural Roads Authority KERA need not exist if the national government is prepared to fully implement devolution. The counties manage health effectively and efficiently. The national government cannot even manage Kenyatta National Hospitals, one of the very few health entities in its hands. Unaona watu wangu, sasa kama ukweli by the way national government haiwezi manage enye iko Nairobi, so problem iko county ya Busia ndo national government inaweza manage. Hiyo lazima wapeane nini? County government iweze kumanage itself. Unaona watu wangu, the truth is that Ruto regime has decided to go back to pre-devolution times of the Nyayo era. The 2010 constitution is hindrance to its primitive accumulations schemes, which will affect not only devolution but the very ethos of building a national democratic and development state. The Council of Governors and all progressive forces in our republic needs to be aware of this fact and resist it by all means necessary. The achievements of the second liberation must not be destroyed by this regime. Naona watu wangu, huyo ni Raila Odinga amejaribu kutumia his allies to deliver a strong message to William Samoei Arap Ruto, the president of the Republic of Kenya. So for me, William Ruto anaenda kutense, and Raila Odinga ameanza way forward ya kuexit broad-based government. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts, guys? Sikiza hiyo.
So echo and add weight to what Governor Nyang' Nyong of Kisumu County said today regarding the conflict that has been between the national government and the county government. President, we cannot prioritize construction of houses whereas our people are dying out of mismanagement and poorly financed health sector. President Ruto promised the young people of this country, the youth, 5 million jobs by end of year 5. Today, we are at 2.5 years of Kenya Kwanza regime. Nothing, not even a million jobs have been created on the construction of affordable housing. The big question is, if we can spend about 4 billion in construction of houses, which again Kenyans are compelled to buy after the constructions are done, between housing and health sector, where's the priority? Because anyway, at the end of the day, you cannot live in a house if you are dead.
ETV Africa News at this hour.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I want to take this opportunity to sincerely pass my condolences to the family of Honorable Joel Munuve and the entire Kariobangi North fraternity for the unfortunate and untimely demise of their area MCA, Mheshimiwa Munuve. I want to particularly say that Munuve is one person we've worked closely and we've gone through the process, and I know what kind of a man he was. I am much convinced that Kariobangi North and the people of Nairobi have lost a great leader who meant well for the young people, women, and all the community. So accept my condolences, and I pray that God grants you peace and power as you maneuver this difficult situation. I want to take this opportunity once again to also echo and add weight to what Governor Anyang' Nyong'o of Kisumu County said today regarding the conflict that has been between the national government and the county government as far as road constructions are concerned. I want to say that we must not allow the national government to take over the constructions of roads that are meant to be done under the devolution of this country. The Constitution 2010 clearly dictates and outlines the responsibilities of national government and the county governments. If President William Ruto can stand on a podium and asks that he should be left to manage the resources that are meant to go to the county as far as road construction are concerned, then it leaves us with the question, what has he done with the resources he has at the national level to deal with issues of health, issues of security, issues of education, which are still grappling, whereas he has all the resources that are meant to ensure that all those areas are well addressed. Then we want to tell the president that he can only convince Kenyans that he deserves more resources to be drawn from the public, from the county level to the national level, if he has a proper report on how he has managed the resources that are within his powers. We want also to make it clear that we must respect the Constitution and promote the spirit of devolution. Our counties, some of our counties are struggling because of inadequate allocation of resources. So then we cannot start talking about taking more from the counties back to the national. And I want to echo what Governor Anyang' Nyong'o said. The regime of Kenya Kwanza is moving towards, in fact, this regime is on the highway of taking us back to the Nyayo era, where nobody was allowed to echo anything against the regime, nobody was allowed to critique the regime, nobody was allowed to give out their thoughts as far as the implementation and the running of the government is concerned. And then I want to tell Kenyans that we are trading on a dangerous move. We are on a dangerous highway, and everybody must come out and support leaders who are putting this government into account. I also want to mention that when the Kenya Kwanza regime were campaigning, and that was in 2022, there were critical issues that were raised. And if you look at their manifestos, President William Samoei Ruto is on record of promising hustlers and Kenyans at large over better living compared to what was delivered by the former regime. And I want to say that as of today, we have the biggest giant in the house called the housing levy. We have education grappling, we have health system failing, but the government is prioritizing to put and inject more resources on the construction of affordable housing. The big question is, if we can spend about 4 billion in construction of houses, which again Kenyans are compelled to buy after the constructions are done, between housing and health sector, where's the priority? Because anyway, at the end of the day, you cannot live in a house if you are dead. So we want to tell Kenya Kwanza regime, specifically the head of government, president, we cannot prioritize construction of houses whereas our people are dying out of mismanagement and poorly financed health sector. We need to prioritize the health sector of this country. We must prioritize education system, and we must ensure that our young people are employed. President Ruto promised the young people of this country, the youth, 5 million jobs by end of year 5. Today, we are at 2.5 years of Kenya Kwanza regime. Nothing, not even 1 million jobs have been created for the young people. In fact, we are experiencing more and more unemployment rates going up. The streets are full with young people who have graduated, who are learned, who have sharpened their skills, but they do not have anywhere to experience or to train and ensure that they are getting something to put on the table. It is the responsibility of government to ensure that it is working towards implementing its manifesto. We want to see the 5 million jobs. Secondly, the Hustler Fund. We were told that, there shall be a Hustler Fund that will take care of the people who are the lower cadre. Today, what we are seeing is, in fact, loan limits were told that 500 to 2,000. Today, what we are seeing is a mechanism, a scheme to take off from the low-earning Kenyans back to the government without a clear mandate or a clear pathway on how they are going to benefit from it. In fact, Hustler Fund today, as it is an M-Pesa in a government uniform. You cannot say that Hustler Fund, you cannot put practical evidence on people who have invested through the fund and they have gone through to have their business running.
ODM, asanteni sana. Yangu sitakuwa mengi kwa sababu ningependa kupatia viongozi wetu, Mheshimiwa baba wetu Raila Amolo Odinga wakati wa kutosha kuongea na watu wake, kama sivyo? ODM, sherehe ya leo ni kuangalia miaka 20 kutoka siku chama cha ODM ilizaliwa. Lakini lazima tuangalia mbele. Kutoka leo miaka 20 tutafanya nini? Lazima tuwe na mpango sasa ya miaka 20 ijayo, ama sivyo? Sisi kama wazee wa ODM tumeshafanya maneno mengi, lakini nyinyi kama vijana miaka 20 yuko mbele, nyinyi mtafanya nini chama cha ODM na watu wa Kenya? Itikadi ya ODM ni kuangalia maslahi ya msingi ya wananchi wote bila ukabila wala gender, ama sivyo? Kwa hivyo sisi kama wananchi, sisi kama watu wa chama, viongozi wa chama na wanachama, lazima sasa tuwe na mpango ya kuendesha chama yetu na kuhudumisha nchi yetu na kuhakikisha ya kwamba Kenya itaenda mbele kufuata itikadi ya ODM, na lazima tuwe na serikali ya ODM huko mbele, ama sivyo? Na hapa tuna kiongozi Raila Amolo Odinga ambaye ako tayari kuongoza Kenya, na nyinyi mnasema ya kwamba mna support Raila Amolo Odinga. Leo hii hapa Busia, hebu nione kwa mkono wale ambao wako tayari kupiga kura Raila Amolo Odinga kama rais wa Kenya. Hebu nione kwa mkono. Weka mkono juu. Weka mkono juu nyinyi nyote. ODM! ODM! Asanteni sana. Ningependa kuchukua fursa hii kualika hapa baba wetu Raila Amolo Odinga, kiongozi wetu Raila Amolo Odinga, aongee na watu wake ili